Good morning, students. Last class we have discussed about the Pascal's law, as when we apply the external pressure on incompressible liquid, uniformly the pressure will transmit throughout the liquid medium. Then procedure, then how it is applied in that hydraulic press that we have discussed already. Then how the force we have applied on smaller area of cross section, it is multiplied to the other end having the larger surface area cross section, that is A, like that. So this and all last class we have discussed. That's why the hydraulic press is called as what? Force multiplier. It is called as what? Force multiplier. Next we move to the density. To understand density better, let us assume that the mass of the flask, let it be 80 gram. The mass of the flask filled with the water 330 gram. The mass of the flask filled with the kerosene, let it be 280 gram. Now mass of the water, let it be 250 gram. Then mass of the kerosene, let it be as 200 gram. Let it be as 200 gram. From this we come to know that the water and kerosene have the density with a different value. Listen, the formula to calculate the density here, rho equal to m by v. Rho equal to m by v. This is the formula to calculate the density of the given unknown liquid. That is, rho stands for density, m stands for mass of the liquid, then v is the volume of the liquid. Listen, mass per unit volume of water as 250 gram divided by 250 gram. That means what? Mass by volume. Mass of the water we have taken in the flask as stated above 250 gram. Then volume of that one is 250 ml, that is centimeter cube, or ml, both are same. That will be equal to as 1 gram per centimeter cube. That is 1 gram per ml. This is density is equal to 1. That is the meaning. But for kerosene, mass per unit volume as equal to 200 gram divided by 250 ml. That is what? In the same container only we have taken, no? The same container only we have taken. 250 ml of the flask we have taken. So here that density of the kerosene as simplifying dividing the 200 by 250 is equal to 0.8 gram per ml, that is centimeter cube. So here kerosene is a lesser density than that of water. Listen, the two identical flasks and filled with the one flask with the water to 250 centimeter cube of the mark, and the other flask filled with the kerosene up to the same mark, that is 250 centimeter cube, that is ml. Measure them in a balance. The flask filled with the water will be heavier than that of kerosene, which one filled in another flask. Why? The answer is in the finding the mass per unit volume of kerosene and water in respect to flask. So how we can come to know that the density of water and kerosene is getting differ means only by calculating the mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume. That only is given as here what? Rho equal to m by v. So from that formula we can calculate the given unknown solutions density as what? So the result 1 gram per centimeter cube and 0.8 gram per centimeter cube are the densities of water and kerosene respectively. So this is the way we have to calculate density. So density is what? Nothing but mass per unit volume. mass per unit volume, that is weight for 1 cubic centimeter. Therefore, the density, how we can define the density of a substance is mass per unit volume of the given substance. That's all. Mass per unit volume. That means usually for 1 cubic centimeter. 1 cubic centimeter. That's all. So about this 1 cubic centimeter, the volume of the liquid is referred to mass per unit volume. Mass per unit volume. This one. So the SI unit of density is kilogram per meter cube. Underline that one. SI unit of density is kilogram per meter cube. Also gram per centimeter cube also. Centimeter cube. Gram per centimeter cube. So the symbol for density is rho. The symbol for density is what? Rho. R-H-O. Rho. The symbol is likely to be P. That means what? Usually we are put the P symbol as like that. No, this is P. But rho is what? We have to start as like that and have to end like that. That's all. This is rho. Able to follow? Have to start by this way, then make the symbol as like that. This is rho. That means what? This area have to somewhat curve like that. Somewhat curve like that. But P is not like that. Listen over here. But P is not like that. But rho have to start by this way and make it as like that, curve like, and have to end like that. This is rho. Right. Relative density. What is the relative density? Is nothing that here have to compare the density of unknown substance with the density of the water at 4 degrees Celsius. That is called relative density. Able to follow me? Relative density means, relative means we are going to relate the two data, two aspect, two things. Here, density of the unknown liquid compare with the density of the water at 4 degrees Celsius. This is called relative density. Listen, here they have given generally density of a substance is compared with the density of the water at 4 degrees Celsius because density of water at the temperature is 1 gram per centimeter cube. By maintaining the temperature as 4 degrees Celsius, by the temperature only the water density as equal to 1. That's why have to maintain the temperature as 4 degrees Celsius. So density of any other substance with respect to the density of water at 4 degrees Celsius is called relative density. Thus, relative density of a substance is defined as the ratio of density of the substance to density of the water at 4 degrees Celsius. It may also refer as ratio, that is between the two aspects. Listen, mathematically the ratio, that is relative density, we can write the formula as density of the substance. That means what? Unknown substance. Density of the unknown substance compared with the density of the water with at 4 degrees Celsius. As well as how we can calculate the density is nothing that, again, density is nothing that mass per unit volume, that one. So the relative density formula finally we can write as mass of the substance divided by volume of the substance. Since the relative density is equal to what? Density of the substance, no? The first formula given, no? Density of the substance divided by density of the water at 4 degrees Celsius. In turn, what is the formula for density? It's nothing that mass by volume. So density of the substance in first formula is replaced by the statement as mass of the substance divided by volume of the substance. Then density of the water as like that, the same formula as what? Mass of the water, then volume of the water. Since here volume of the substance is equal to volume of the water. Able to follow? Here volume of the substance what we have taken equal to that only volume of water also we are going to take. So volume of the substance and volume of the water as being equal. So that can be cancelled out. That will be cancelled out. So the final equation formula to calculate the relative density is equal to what? Nothing that mass of the certain volume of the substance. That you have to keep in mind. Certain volume of the substance. That one is very important. Both are being in same volume. Then mass of the equal volume of the water at 4 degrees Celsius. So by help of this formula we can calculate density of the given unknown substance or liquid. Thus the ratio of the mass of a given volume of the substance to the mass of the same equal volume of the water at 4 degrees Celsius, also called as relative density. This is another way we can represent or express what is relative density. Next one, measurement of relative density. Here the instrument which one used to determine relative density for the given substance. That instrument called as picometer. That instrument called as picometer, or otherwise called a density bottle. Picometer, or otherwise called a density bottle. First point, it consists of ground glass stopper with a fine hole. That means this is the stopper. This is stopper we have inserted into the flask. This is a stopper. About the stopper, at the center of the stopper, there is fine hole. There is fine hole. Point number 2. The function of the hole in stopper is that when the bottle is filled and the stopper is inserted, the excess liquid rises through the hole and runs out. By that way, we can get the same volume or exact volume of the liquid, whatever which is filled in the flask, provided the temperature has remained constant. Now the point 3, thus the density of a given volume of a substance to the density of equal volume of the reference substance. Here what we can take? Water as a reference substance. That means density of the given volume of unknown substance we are going to compare, we are going to refer with the equal volume of water only. So here the reference substance is water and is called relative density, specific gravity for the given substance. If the reference substance has water, then the relative density is expressed as what? Specific gravity. This is the density bottle. The first one is shown here. This one, the empty density bottle, they have shown here. This is an empty bottle. Then this one is the stopper, which one we are going to use to close the lid of the density bottle. Now listen here. In another diagram, in another picture, the flask is filled with the solution, that is a copper. It may be copper sulfate solution, which is being in blue color, no? So the copper sulfate solution filled up to that neck of the flask. Up to the neck of the flask, we can fill the copper sulfate solution. After that, the stopper have to place by invert position. We have to insert the stopper. Since the stopper, at the mid of the stopper, there is a fine hole, no? So through that hole, the excess liquid is raised up and it will comes out. By that way, we can collect, we can have equal the same volume of the solution in the density bottle. For that purpose only, the stopper having fine hole at the mid. Next one, floating and sinking. Float means the word itself give the meaning to us. Float means it going to be retained on surface of the water. Sink means the things going to deep into the water body. That is sinking. Listen. Whether an object will sink or float in a liquid, which is determined by the density of the object compared with the density of the liquid. Here we can have an object. That object whether going to sink or float on the liquid. How we can determine? How we come to know that one? Here, by comparing the density of the object, which one to be floated compared to the density of the liquid. If the density of the substance is less than that of density of the liquid, then it will get float. Am I right? When the density of the substance is less than that of density of the liquid, then it will get float. This is the condition. For example, a piece of wood which is less dense than that of water, then we can say it will float. Any other substance having more density than that of water, for example, stone like that substance, having more density than that of water, no, definitely it will what? Sink into the water. So like that, when the object, its density lesser than that of water, then it can float on the water, or otherwise it will sink into the water body. See that here, problem they have given. You have a block of mystery material having that 12 centimeter long, then 11 centimeter wide and 3.5 centimeter thickness. Its mass, let it be as 1155 gram. Now they ask the two question, what is its density? What is its density? Then will it float in tank of water or sink? The two question. What is the density of the mystery block substance? Whether it is going to float on water or not. Listen. The solution. First we have to find out the density. Now as by the formula, density equal to mass by volume. Mass given as what? 1155 gram. Then their volume, how we can measure? Since they have given the length, breadth, height of the substance, no? So by multiplying these height, weight, breadth, that and all, we can give volume of the substance. So 1155 divided by 462 will give you the density of the substance, the mystery block of mystery material. It is clearly known that greater than that of water. Water density is what? 1, no. So it is greater than that of that 1 as 2.5. So the mystery material as denser than water. So it will what? Sink. It will sink. It never going to get what? Float. The next one, application of principle of flotation, that we will discuss in next session. Thank you.